It's the Will Show. How's everything you want to know? Keep up everything about sports so you gon' catch his flow. Never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gonna make you even wanna talk. Might even get inspired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the Will Show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Will Show. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. Got another one for you guys today. You know how we do. Nothing but bangers. As I used to say, another banger. Period. Let me go ahead and do it this way. I want to thank the sponsors for being there for us on 54 Sports. We got Mile Wide Beard Company, In Touch Therapy, Dr. Dion Woods. Got some more we're going to add very shortly. Very shortly. And tonight's, like I said, is the Will Show. After this show, at 9 o'clock, we got the Derby City Sports Review Show. Get you guys ready for NFL, college football, all that good stuff. Where to find us at? Pretty much everywhere. The platform is everywhere. You can go watch it. YouTube, X, Twitch, TikTok, X, all that good stuff. So please continue to support. We really appreciate you guys. But tonight, welcome back is the theme right here. You guys know him. It's going to be hard. And you know I'm always going to call him the mayor. What's going on? The mayor, Coach Cosby. How you doing? From Midway University Secondary Coach. What's going on, sir?
What's going on, man? And you forgot recruit coordinator too, though. Don't forget, recruit coordinator as well.
Ah, man. Hey, bro, I was going to put the mayor in this
Nah, it's
call of
all-
the day. I was just going to put it call of the
nah, you
day.
should.
But wanted to go ahead and do what it is, Coach Cosby. Real quick before we dive into some questions, and we're gonna let I'm gonna let you go do what you do. But Midway University Secondary Coach season just started, right? For you guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're sitting at 1-1 right now, going into a game this week. We got Quincy this week.
Okay. So who have you guys played so far?
Our first game we played, St. Mary of the Woods, was the number one team in the conference. Put up a good fight up until halftime. We lost a little steam. The heat got to us. Then second game we played Bellarmine this past weekend, and we won that game.
Okay. So was the first game competitive? Was I know you said y'all ran out
Oh
of
yeah,
time again.
it was very competitive to say the least. I know we left with fans saying that the team is took a step in the right direction,
Oh,
as well as the players. So we left with some good reports coming back. Although we lost, we had about 15 recruits on campus for the first game, and out of them, including parents, loved it, left good reviews. So I guess even though we lost, there was still good reviews from it.
okay. So let me back up real quick for the people. And I've had sprint football on here before, but can you break it down for the people? Let them know what sprint football actually is, and vice versa, compared to you know, I guess like a Louisville football.
The only difference, honestly, is the weight limit. We play at our sprint league is at 190. So everybody from the quarterback to the lineman, everybody weighs 190. If you do your research, sprint football has been around for 132 years. It was big on the East Coast, and now it's starting to go towards the Midwest and so forth. Our conference is in the fourth year of existence, which is our same as our team. Pretty much every team in our conference is on their fourth year.
How many teams are in the conference?
Right now, we have 6 teams in the conference, but there's talks of adding more.
Mm-hmm.
But that's I don't know those. I don't know the logistics of it because that's not my lane right now. So there's talks of adding more teams though.
Wow. So what drew you to this? What drew you to the opportunity to go to Midway University and take on something different from the high school ranks to university is a great opportunity. So what drove you?
I really honestly I've never really had those type of goals to do the college thing until I got with my good friend JB, which is the coach. I coach with him
Right,
at Fairdale, who's also the DB coach at Seton Hill. And then I got around Ryan Montgomery and Michael Wheatley. Got Wheatley's at Bellarmine, of course, and
right,
then Ryan Montgomery. His background, so he
right,
took me to a couple of camps and showcases. And then the bug was, that itch was there just to see if I could do it. It wasn't really that I wanted to do it. It's just could I do it? And it was one particular our coach last year who got let go, who went another direction. He was looking for coaches. He got the job kind of late, so he was looking for coaches. And Wheatley, which is my guy,
right,
he
right.
recommended me as Ryan Montgomery.
So let's go this way. Is that baby girl? That's baby girl. That's right, baby girl in the house. I love it. Let me ask you this. So how tough was the transition from high school? There you go. Put it on. Transition from high school to
So,
university, Midway University.
oh, it was very tough, and I say that because everything is being filmed, practices and everything, and then you're not dealing with young men. So you're not dealing with teenagers. You're dealing with young men who's got classes in between. So you're dealing around. You're doing. You got to forgive me. This is the earliest I see my daughter, but
That's okay.
you're dealing with scheduling. So you're practicing in between schedules. So you got to find, like last year, which was beneficial. We practiced at 6 a.m. So all the
Mm,
practices was at 6 a.m. So that way, once we was done with practice, the only thing we had to do was do meetings. So they would go to class, and if we needed a meeting, they would meet. This year, for instance, we practiced at 6 p.m. So you get the class out of the way, your study hall, and then after practice they go eat, and then if we want to meet, we can still got time to meet and so forth.
right. So how do you? That's right. Clap it up. Daddy did well. Daddy did well. Uh, how did your relationships in high school has helped you so far at Midway University, especially since you're the recruiting coordinator?
You want me to be honest? Or do you want me
I want.
to?
We raw and uncut on her. I mean, come on.
All right. So honestly, it's been tough in the city because it's looked at as not real football. But
Mm,
I think last week against Bellarmine, it kind of opened some eyes up that it's traditional football, just a weight limit. I had, we had a nice crowd, and everybody came up to me, and like I said, we had good reviews. They thought when thinking of sprint, they think it's 7-on-7 just with pads on. But when they actually got to see it, they like, nah, this is some good football when you think about
right.
it. It's let's just say some coaches are very friendly about sending their kids just to get the right opportunity, just to play at the next level.
Right.
Then some coaches are still giving kids the D1 dreams. So, you kind of got to weed through that as well. So I've been very lucky with some schools and some coaches that I have a good relationship with that, they got me, they got Midway kind of, that's giving me open door policy, if you get what I'm saying.
Right. So being that granted, recruiting is relationships. How difficult is a recruit outside the state?
Honestly, I'm gonna say outside the state's been easier than inside the state.
Okay.
What I'm gonna say outside the state has been easier than inside the city. If you get what I'm saying,
Okay.
I'm doing
Okay.
good. We're doing good outside of Jefferson County. There's still some coaches that are starting to see and believe in sprint football, but we're doing good. Like I did good in Mississippi this past year. Did very good in Memphis as well. We did very good in Tennessee and Mississippi. So it's fairly easy. And then the word of mouth has been one of our biggest tools because
Mm-hmm.
some of the players that's on the team now, they're telling their buddies about it. And then some of those guys want to come and play with friends that they played with in high school. Like we had a running back that transferred in from Colorado that played with some guys in high school. They told him about it. He looked into it, and now he's on the team.
Now, 54 Sports, all the way back from Mark and Will show all the way to 54 Sports. We call you the mayor because relationships. This kind of it's kind of
Mhm.
easy for you, right? I mean, really, this is like really something that you could really do. Like we know you can coach. Everybody who's been around you from the little leagues on up know that you can coach without a doubt. But in this lane, because some people have been kind of nervous, like but you being the mayor, it can really socialize with people. Has it been smooth transition because of
Like I
those
said,
connections?
it's been a very smooth transition because of those connections. Like I said, I went to Memphis. I told you like a couple weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago, before I season started, I was in Memphis, and my guy, one of my college buddies, he's down there helping young man fan. You got to forgive me. She's
I
excited to see
love it.
herself.
I
But
love it. I love it.
he's down there helping young men find opportunities as well. So, I went down, actually got to see my aunt. Actually, I got to kill two birds with one stone, got to see my aunt and got to recruit. But he did it to the next level. He had a driver for me that took me to the games, and I'm on the field talking to coaches, and that opened up other doors. And then I got to get business cards, but I'm giving out my phone number. So, I met the principal at a school, and he gave me an open door policy. He's like, man, I want you back. I want you back any chance you get to come back to Memphis. I want you back here, and this is your first stop. So there's those type of relationships, and that's just like I said from college ball.
Right, right. Which is dope. I want to go this angle, cause I want to go this angle with you. What inspired you to start coaching in the first place?
One thing that inspired me, honestly, is once my professor said you can't play the game. You can coach longer than you can play the game. Okay, so I tore my shoulder in college. And, I was a little depressed. Hold on, real quick. Kyra, come get your sister. And I was a little depressed. And she was like, well, won't you get into coaching? Because you can coach longer than you can play. And then it kind of, stuck with me. And then, just coming from the West End and whatnot. So it was like, let's just do it. Let's just, let's just try it.
Dope. Let me go this way. Hold on, real quick. Let me knock and roll with this. What is you have coached with some you have coached with some good coaches and things like this. What is your coaching philosophy?
Coach Hort, love him harder. Honestly, I try to get all my screaming, yelling out the way at practice, so that way Saturday is smooth sailing. Any of my players, my current players, would tell you that I'm on them 80 going north. Then once they get into a game and pull it off, and then they like, "Hey, coach, you was right." It was like I'm trying to tell you. So I coach hard, but I love them harder.
How hard is it to especially in college, you got a lot of kids who used to being uh being like, the man on their team and all stars, all district, all this kind of stuff. How hard is it to cultivate that? To have a positive culture in the locker room in your eyes?
It's not hard because we film practice, so we can basically show you your effort on practice. Like
Mhm.
they always say the eye in the sky never lies, so we can show you in practice. We can show you on film why you're not playing the way you think you should be playing.
Right, right. So that everybody say that tape don't lie, huh? That film don't lie. It's right there,
Yeah, take don't lie.
right
Like I
there.
had a young man that one of my freshmen from Florida. His dad told him, you're a freshman coming in, you might not play as much. Yes, take her with you. Take her with you. Take her with you. Just just grab her. So my bad. So his dad told him he was like, "You're a freshman, so don't expect to play much." And then I told him, only thing that's keeping him from being on special teams is the fact of his effort. So one thing about incoming freshmen is effort. From the standpoint, although we do play a couple of freshmen, but effort,
Right,
and it's more so catching the game speed. Just the speed of it. Because although
right,
it's sprint football, it's still at the end of the day college football.
right. So, what are some of the biggest challenges? You've been in a couple of years. What are some of the biggest challenges for sprint football that you see?
Um, it's honestly, it's not. There's really no challenges for real. Just weight. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to cut weight.
Hmm.
Week in and week out. But some of the kids know their body, so they know. They night trainer Anthony is so freaking dope because he's weighing them Monday, then he's weighing them Wednesday, so they'll know pretty much. Then he's giving them a meal plan on knowing what to eat and what they can't eat and stuff for. So we've been fairly good so far. We've only had probably 2 kids that haven't made weight all season, and like I said, we've only played 2 games. But you thinking 2 kids out of we take 60 on the road, and we dress probably 80 at home. So you thinking 2 kids? So
Mayor, real quick, right there. So y'all take 60 on like no, for real. Is that the norm? Do everybody have 80 something players and 60? I mean, that's a lot because I don't real quick. I didn't vision, and you actually shared that with me before, but I still did not vision that's how many players you guys actually have on a team, but also take 60 on the road. Is that the norm?
it's not, but then you throw in you taking a couple of extras just in case they don't make weight because some schools
Okay.
make you use their scale, so their scale might not be as calibrated as ours. So that's but then also injuries, things happen, and then we try to reward the kids because of their effort in practice. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Because again,
right.
not every freshman is going, and we tell them off the dribble, not every freshman is going to every away game. We'll give you the home games, but you're not going there, so your efforts got to match for us to take you.
Right. I mean, that's okay. So when you see people coming in, do they have that? Is that the number about? Would you say, or is that? I mean, y'all on par or y'all
I,
different?
So we honestly, with the coaching change, we were able to retain pretty much every kid from last year's roster, and then we added. We went out and added a couple pieces. Some pieces that we lacked, and then, like I said, this first game we had 15 kids on campus, and all 15 of them was ready to commit right then and there. Then we looked at the thing this week. We got, I think, 25 coming this week.
So let me ask you this: so because you peeled another layer off the onion, right? So being a recruiter that you are, when you see this many kids that are coming and showing interest by coming, how that makes you feel? Well, even though I mean we know you got to stay focused. Secondary is a must. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you take care of that business, but also wearing that dual hat, which really, I don't know who I need to contact to get a Midway hat. I thought that the mayor would go ahead, but I guess all you coaches on here, make sure whoever's in control of that hat, baseball, football, whatever, I need one of them so I can wear on my show and all the other shows. But anyway, how does it make you feel when you see that, okay, these are the guys that I done talked about the program about, and they here?
It's not just me. It's not just me. It's a group effort. I'm gonna say
Okay.
that it's a very
Okay.
group effort because I kind of handle Louisville, everything else. I got Coach Adams. I'm gonna still shout him out, but I'm gonna do it
No, go
early.
ahead.
We got Coach McKinley. We got Coach McKinley, Coach Adams, and Coach Halleck in that Lexington area. And then
Okay.
our head coach, Coach Kelso, and then our D coordinator, Jack Russell. They're in like the Frankfurt area. You see what I'm saying? That
Right.
Georgetown, Frankfurt area. So we kind of got it mapped out pretty good. But I kind of got Louisville, everything else. If you get what I'm
Okay.
saying. Unless they know
Gotcha.
somebody, then they'll reach out. But it feels good because honestly, it gets some of those kids that are coming back to line up because they see that we're bringing in some quality kids that, if
Right.
you're not on board, then
Competition.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
because that was one of the things that we talked about in the off season from this past year is the competition because last year, the drop off was kind of big. So this year we made sure to try to sew it up with competition. Go. She see herself on
What's your
TV. I got the TV showing.
okay. Hey, ain't
Now I got
nothing
it
wrong.
up. Yeah.
You got it everywhere. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So how do you guys, and I know video and stuff, how do you guys work on the mental part of the game?
Oh, so we have a army guy. I forgot his name. He's going that Craig kind of established that with. And then some of the young men have special relationships with different coaches. So you just rock with the coach that you talk to. Because I have some offensive kids that talk to me, just like there's some defensive kids that go talk to Coach Adams, our coach. Coach Halleck. And then it helps that coach. We got a Coach Halleck is a minister as well as one of our old linemen is up and coming minister. So they kind of
Right. Right.
keep egos in check, if you get what I'm saying. Try
Right.
to
Right.
be the in between.
So, and you mentioned it early, but I still want to hit from it on a piece of me asking it because we cover a lot of things. That's what we do. And you, like I said, you've been around plenty of coaches, plenty of friends are
Mhm.
coaches. Um, what the best piece of advice that you got
Far
as far as coaching
far
college ball?
advice is don't be coach. You know what I'm saying? Like
Say
I
that
still there's
you bro-
when I'm struggling, I still
hold on,
ask my
hold on, man, hold on. You was breaking up. Go ahead and start that over. What's the best advice you heard from college?
my bad.
You good?
Don't be afraid to still learn. Like stay learning, but then don't be afraid to be coached as well.
Okay.
If you get what I'm saying, because some people get to this position and then they stop learning, but you got to adjust because the game is always adjust. Is always adjusting, and there's always like when back when you was playing, it was run heavy. Now it's pass heavy, so then it's getting back to run heavy. You see what I'm saying? So you always
Right.
got to adjust to the times of the game.
Man, I was a year off from Redmond. Don't put me out like that, brother. I wasn't now. Yeah. Redmond was a year out. Redmond should have been my. I don't care if I hurt feelings right now, but Redmond should have been my senior coach. So don't. We was gonna be air raid. We was gonna be air raid. Not gonna lie, that was coming down the chute. All right, so let me go this way. What to you? And I know that you're a sports fanatic, just like myself. Let me see. All right, you hear me? I know you're a sports fanatic like
Yeah, yeah.
myself. Like myself. What separates football from other sports, man?
Honestly, it takes you got to win more. So it's 11 men on the field, 22 at a time, offense, defense. You got to win more of those 11 on 11 battles. You got to win more of those one-on-one battles in order to be successful.
Right.
To me, unlike unlike basketball, one person can take over a basketball game.
Yes. Yes. True. That's true. Like being a secondary coach, what drills do you think is essential for developing a DB?
Eye discipline,
Mm.
eye discipline. Because a lot of times DBs, because it's considered depending on when you playing safety out corner, it can be a little boring. So sometimes you want to look in that cookie jar. Then when you look in that cookie jar, that's when things tend to happen.
Mm. Yeah. Toast. Toast. We all know that. Who's your favorite coach, man? And why? Who's your favorite coach? It could be any sport. It ain't got to just be football. What coach do you like? Yeah, I enjoy seeing him, watching him.
I'm gonna give you.
Or do you want
I'm
to do
gonna give
levels?
football. I'm gonna give you a football coach.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We can do levels,
Go ahead.
but honestly, so Little League, I got two coaches, Coach George and Coach Owens. I know you could know Coach O.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coach
Oh
O,
yeah.
you know Coach O. He coached me when I was with the Rams.
Oh yeah.
High school, Coach Former, Big Bro.
Lil bro.
Let me see. Yeah, yo, little. The
Shout out
Marcus
to him.
Ganaway
Wait a
down
minute.
at
Shout out to
down,
him.
down
K State Hall of Fame. Farmer.
yeah, the Marcus Ganaway down at Owensboro High.
Mm.
I played with him at Kentucky Wesleyan, but he's got a hell of a football man when it comes to offense. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
My coach Calvin that I played with for Ballard, my coach
Okay.
Vic Vasquez, Tony Bethel was coaches that I played for. My DB coach in college, Coach Hayes, was freaking awesome. Um, yeah.
No, that's dope. That's dope. I love it. That's why I said let's just do levels because we always get, learn something from each level, without a doubt. What do you think? What do you think makes a great football player?
Love the game. A lot of people I feel now are playing the game to like it, just to wear a jersey, just to have good seats.
Right.
Because you ain't in the stands, but you're on the field, so you get close to the action. But you gotta love the game. Like football is one of those games where there's not enough time in practice, but are you putting in that extra work?
How about when you see your players that you're coaching put that extra work? Do you, is that something that you harp on to your secondary about the extra work, and then you see it, or then because college is a little bit different. This ain't like high school.
I don't harp. I don't harp on it because this is the college level. So if you know me and some of my players, my roster changes, my starters change every day. So if you slipping, then this kid right here might come and get you. So you got to constantly be working on something. You got some that's just blessed with God given talent, but then you got those underdogs. Like it was a young man that I coach currently, and I told him off the dribble, my job is to replace you. Like my job is to go out, and he didn't rose to every challenge. And I tell him my job is to replace you, and he didn't rose to every challenge. Yes, yes, and so he didn't rose to every challenge that I just set for him. Right. And he's about 5 foot nothing, 100 pounds nothing. Was a kid from Mississippi, and he gives you everything he got.
Love it, love it, love it. What defines a successful season for Midway University this year?
See, most people are going to say, what's the record on the field? I'm going to start in the classroom first, man. Right. That team GPA for me. Right. So you do that because, again, like I tell the kids, in order to win on Saturdays, you got to win Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that starts in the classroom.
Love it. That's real talk. I mean, hell, that's across the board. You got to have that. What are some of your weaknesses as a coach that you feel that you need to work on? Come on, Mayor. I'm giving you the treatment. I'm giving you the treatment. Coach JP knows this.
No. I want it. No, but it's patience with me because you see it like some of the kids you want just to be like that guy. And then you see that they just not ready. But then it's like you trying to force it out of them. And some of them just aren't ready. Like, and then one of my things is I'm just trying to get the player to see in himself what I see in him. If you get what I'm saying.
Right. No, I got you. What are some of your strengths? What do you consider your strengths?
Listening. I think I'm getting better on listening to the players. Like one thing I did this year was ask each kid, how do I need to coach them in order to get the best out of them? Because I try to say when I played, but when I played certain, like my DB coach in high school, Coach Vic Vasquez, he could yell at me, but the next coach couldn't yell at me. Why? Because we didn't have that bond. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I tried to do this year was go to each kid that I coach and ask him, how to get the best out of you, how do I need to coach you? You had some kids to say, coach me hard, and you had some kids say, hey, coach, don't yell at me because I kind of freeze up.
Yeah, that's.
But then at the end of the day, I'm an equal opportunist, so I'm gonna yell at everybody just so I ain't got to yell Saturday.
You still gonna get it, but that's okay. That's dope. That's
dope.
You gonna get it. You still gonna get it.
But then I'm gonna give you. But I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug, and I'm gonna dap you up at the end of practice. Because again, like I try to tell the man, I'm gonna love on you, but between those white lines, man, we got to be moving. Like this is business.
Right. No, that's dope, without a doubt. So, how do you handle conflicts and disagreements among the players or between you and a player? Because everybody wants to play, everybody wants to do this. Even though we know the player and the coach is different because I am the coach. But some of these players, they ain't. If you slacking, they might get into you. How do you handle that?
So our staff is pretty dope about this. One thing we gonna show you is the film, and like with freshmen, they're unless you're a stud, you improved yourself, you got to get your reps on scout team.
Right.
And if we see that you're ducking on scout, if we see that you're ducking on scout team and you're not trying to get reps on scout team, what makes you think you're going to get quality reps with the ones or twos, if you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So one thing we'll do, we'll show you film. Like we'll hey, coach, what do I need to work on? Let's go watch this film from practice today. Or, but you kind of know the effort that you done gave. One thing we harp on is effort.
Right. That's a must. That is definitely a must. You know what? Because you are one of us. I'm gonna give you what you want. Because you are one of us, I'm gonna give you what you want. What are some of the fun things you
I
like to do
got you.
besides football?
Honestly, going to my daughter's soccer game.
Woo!
Like just seeing my daughter show out on the soccer field because she's busy herself because so she's just got inducted into the beta club, so she's doing that. So she's got leadership conferences coming up, and so going to the soccer game and watching her do her thing, and then just because I miss so much during football season, so anytime I get to kick it with them, just that.
How do you balance that, man? How do you balance that as a father, as a husband, father, coach on a daily? Because we know that coaching is a grind regardless, right? We know that. And each level you go up is probably more, right? So how do you balance that, man, as a husband, father,
So
coach?
my wife is dope. She's dope about it. She knows when football season comes, and she'll tell her girlfriends and friends, "We about to be roommates for the next couple of months." But as soon as the season's over, she gets to take a break. So yeah, so she knows, and she knows that I'm chasing. She knows that I right now I love Midway. I love everything that it has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Just the scenery, the people, the president, the staff, the administration, teachers, my just the staff that I work with. So it's like one big family right now. And my wife knows,
Good.
and she knows that I love football, so she understands. And we've been together for a while, so she kind of knows when football season is here. Just let it be. And who's got the dopest football wife out there? Coach Dover at Ferdale.
Mm.
His wife, when it comes to football, is dope. She's videotaping the game. She's putting the stats in for
Oh.
her. So like, I told her she needs to start teaching classes for women that are married to husbands, just so they can understand the game a little bit more. But again, like seeing my wife at the games with my daughters, she understands. But soon as November, December get her, it's just your turn.
Right. It's your turn. Tell Miss Dover she needs to start sending the stats to me so we could look at Ferdale stats. I mean, I'm just saying, for real, for real. So especially if she's doing it.
I see what I can do.
Okay, please.
I see what I can do for her.
What advice do you give to a young coach who wants to make that leap? And I know that it's what leap into from high school to college. I know this wasn't this wasn't a roadmap, but because of the person who you are, this is what God's plan was anyway. So, what kind of advice do you give?
When you get a chance to shake those hands and be in those big rooms, you gotta introduce yourself, get those business cards, going to those conventions and conferences, those coaching conferences is dope because you get to meet every coach, and you never know who you jig with. When coaches come to recruit your kids, get their information because you never know where a coach is going to end up at. Because think about this coach thing; it's all about who you know. Like you can be the sorriest coach in the world, but if you know the right person, they go give you a shot. And then once you get your foot in the door, it's up to you at this point.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. For real, for real. All right, so I'm gonna give you what you want, man. I'm gonna give you what you want. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll go.
Let's go.
Batman or Superman?
Spider-Man.
See, there you go. See, come on, bro. Look, see, I knew you was gonna pull some stuff like that. Come on, little bro. Batman or Superman?
Spider-Man.
Go between. Come on.
Spider-Man.
If you had to pick between them two, why? Look, come on, you gonna get me riled up? You know I got another show to do after this one.
Oh, well, Batman did just because of the car.
Okay. Tacos or pizza?
Pizza.
Where you
And
getting it from?
I'm taking off I'm taking the marinara off, and I'm putting ranch on there. So I'm doing a chicken ranch pizza.
Where you getting it from?
Chef cuts.
Oh, okay. That's the second person to say that.
Yeah.
Because I think
I'm gonna have to take you out there.
Was it
Yeah, I'm gonna take you out
Jamarion
there.
said that?
I'm gonna take you out there, but chef cuts. I'm going chef
Okay.
cuts.
Okay. Qdoba or Chipotle?
I just found out about Chilope, but I've been a Qdoba fanatic. But I'm gonna go Chilope because you get a bigger serving size. You get more with Chilope than you do Qdoba.
Size does matter. Jimmy John's up Penn Station.
That's easy. That's Jimmy John's.
Oh, you with
That's
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
You with Jimmy's, not the Joes. Jimmy's not the
Oh, yeah.
Joes.
No, I'm getting Jimmy John's.
I don't even know if you gaming, so we're gonna take it off.
No, I got a. So hold on. Before you do that, I got a raspberry. I got a raspberry, and it's got all the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation games on it, and it's like not big at all. So that's what if I'm gaming, I'm playing Tecmo Bowl.
What I'm gonna take?
And I got a couple arcades
you
around.
Said it. You know. You just said it. So we have been talking to Olympics gaming. So we're gonna do a tournament, and we're gonna do an old school tournament. So I'm thinking. I'll talk to you. I want everybody to bite what we do.
I got the Raiders anyway. I got the Raiders. Bo Jackson.
You do with Bo Jackson. I got you. But I mean, I might want to throw a little Miss Pac-Man in there too.
That's fine. Yeah. I got the arcades. I'll be practicing downstairs in the basement.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna rock and roll. I want to do. Well, I don't want to do this. Let's do this one. Wings or flats?
Both. But I'm gonna go drums.
I'm like you. I'm a drums guy, but I eat what's in the bag.
I'm gonna eat both.
I don't care. How you getting them done? How you getting them done?
Fried twice.
You want it hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Want that skin crunchy. What kind of seasoning on it?
Shit, now we're going straight. No season. I'm old, man. Just give me some dipping sauce. Just give me some ranch.
Okay.
I'm good.
A little hard. Hard with ranch. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's dope. All right. So let me do it this way because, like I said, you're doing a lot of things. You've been very important to 54 Sports and everything like that. What do you see when you're dealing with these players or recruits? What do you feel like they need to work on the high school level to get ready for college besides grades? We know grades. You already said that. Anything else they need to do?
Grades. Honestly, everything starts and ends with grades because you got some kids that think their current GPA is their core GPA.
Right.
And so just knowing your GPA is big, but film study, man, because we do a lot of film study, and on the college level, you're expected to watch film on your own.
Right.
I don't think a lot of high schoolers watch unless you're at the creme de la cremes, but I don't think a lot of high schoolers watch film.
But that's you know what though. And maybe okay. I need to do a better job and getting some of these other players from local. I try to touch every school, but some schools is not conducive or not welcoming with it. Not because I ain't reached out, but I need to go ahead and because some of the players, like certain schools, almost every player is out there, right? They're visible on social media. Right. So that's kind of make it easier to get when you're out there recruiting and there's Joe Blow from let's say Mississippi and he doesn't have that. So now it's about relationships, how to get there and do that. Right. So, and then it's edit film work. Do you want that to like be a hidden gem? I mean, I know you do, but what advice are you giving him?
So some of the young men that's from outer state are young men that don't want to go back to that state.
True.
They didn't get to Kentucky and realize that Kentucky ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? We got some that's it's cheaper than some. We got a couple kids from Florida that's cheaper than Florida. Then you got some from Mississippi. So it's like Kentucky's not really as bad. Then you got Louisville, Lexington. So you can just figure out your niche. I got one kid from Cali. I don't think he's ever going back. I think last time we
From
talked, I think his parents were
Cali.
moving here. I know his little sister. Yeah, his little sister's on campus now. So it's like I don't think that once you get to Midway, it's like shit. I won't really go home because it's not.
Who went
It's
on
one of
that
those
trip?
campuses that's he was there before I got there, so I'm not for sure.
Okay.
But he's been very instrumental about getting back out to Cali and getting some more players.
Okay.
He's been very instrumental about that, getting out there and getting more players.
Mayor, how many? Okay, you guys played what, a 10-game schedule?
What'd you say?
Y'all play a 10-game schedule also? What's the schedule?
Eight games. Yeah.
So, will y'all ever take a trip out west? That's what I'm trying to see. Like what's the schedule? I'm just trying to figure out, brother. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay,
we'll talk.
Okay.
Right now, everything, because we're on the bus. So right now, everything is within. I think our furthest trip is 7 hours, and that's up to Quincy, Illinois. But everything is within the region.
Okay, got you.
Like this past, like Bellarmine, of course, we was able to leave the day of the game.
I want to apologize to you because T Rock put something in my drink, so I couldn't come to the game.
That's all good.
What was the score of that game? Midway to Bellarmine. Well, I missed
I just know Midway won. Midway won. Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, knockout. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know. So this text me.
Floyd Mayweather, what was his record?
Shut up.
What'd you say?
No.
What'd you say?
Saying it. I'm not saying shit. Yeah, it's on you. That's you. I'm not saying nothing.
What happened?
Hey, no, sir. I'm done. I know nah, bro. Nah, you're not doing me like that. Nah, man. Michael, I love some Michael, huh?
Who just texted you?
No. Ain't nobody. Somebody just text me. Let me see.
I thought you said somebody texted you.
No, I thought you said you was gonna text me. No, I said you can text me. But that's okay. All right.
Yeah. But I got some guys over. I would never disrespect my homies, and that's my bro. So,
right.
and I got nothing but love for weeks. So I wouldn't. And Tayshawn is family. Tayshawn McBroom is family. So I would never, do nothing outside the box.
I was honestly, now you know me, I'm not gonna bite my tongue on my shit. I'm not. I didn't know the score, so that's just wanna that's cool. That's cool. Y'all won. Just put
it was Floyd Mayweather's record. Yeah, we won.
Okay, cool. All right, hey, the floor. Hey, no, real quick. Who are the coaches, man? Before we get off here and let you have the floor, who are the coaches?
Oh yeah. So our head coach is Coach Craig Kelso. He's been there the whole time for the program 4 years. D coordinator is Jack Russell. This is his second year. Then we have Coach Adams. DeAndre Adams is what? Somebody saying something?
Yeah, in the chat they put everything. You ask, you shall receive. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Coach Adams, our running back coach. He's in the Lexington area. He recruits the Lexington area, as well as Coach McKinley. He recruits the Lexington area as well. Coach Halleck is our D-line coach. Coach McKinley is our O-line coach. Coach Halleck is our O-line coach. Then we got Coach Sandoval, which is he kind of floats and drives us to the games. The coaches that's on the bus. Then we got Coach Goebel, who coaches the wide receivers and H-backs, and he does like the analytic stuff.
Dope. Yeah, so that's dope. So anything you want, the floor is yours. But this is before you give thanks. What do you want to give out? Like, why should my kid come to Midway, man? Why? Let's hear this recruiting pitch. Why should my son come to play for you guys?
Because we're going to coach him and love him, and you're going to send him in as a young man, but he's going to leave as a great man. We got a campus that's 15-1, student body to teacher, professor. The president pretty much knows everybody on campus. It's a safe campus. I'm not sure if you talk to some people that has been on visits, it's probably one of the safest campuses in the nation. It's not too far from Louisville. It's not too far from Lexington. As a whole, it's a family atmosphere. We really stress the family atmosphere, although you still have your little cliques, but at the end of the day, if you mess with one, you're going to mess with all 80 of them. Again, we're going to make sure you come in and you're going to leave with a degree.
Dope. That's dope. All right, man. Let me get you out on this. You know how we do on the show. I need you. This is an opportunity to give thanks and praise to everybody who's been in your corner, on your side, all that, my brother.
First, I want to thank my wife because again, she puts up with a lot during the season. Then my daughters as well. Then I want to thank the staff, man, in general, because again, we went through a coaching change. We went through a coaching change, and I honestly thought I was going to be let go. You know, when they go through a coaching change, pretty much be retained. Kept my job, of course, and I thank I thank the current staff for that, and then the players, man, because they make it fun to be there and coach. Because again, I drive 45 minutes there and 45 minutes back, and they make it fun just to be there. Like when I get there, whatever I'm going through, that shit's off my chest because now I'm on campus doing what I love to do. Let me see. Then all the coaches that didn't took a chance with me, man, and but the first coach that ever gave me a chance to coach was Coach Dover, and then I got Coach Ryan Burns. Those guys, gave me chances that no other coaches probably would have Burns, but just in general, man, just any coach that I've ever worked with that and still something with me, thank you. And then I want to say, man, there's a lot of haters in the city when it comes to this coaching thing. I grinded to get to here, and you know that as well. I didn't. This didn't happen overnight.
Right. Right.
So a lot of people that thought were your friends didn't show their true colors. But I got to take you because one thing my wife can tell me is I can't do what I would normally do and pop off because I represent me.
Midway, represent them.
Yeah, I represent Midway, so that's kind of why I don't pop off like I would normally do. But just know I'm a part-time coach, so when the certain stuff come off, I can say what I want to say. But I'm not doing that. I've been trying to grow up in that aspect, and I thank Midway for that because again, you know me, I have no problem saying how I feel to who it needs to be heard to. But because I represent Midway, I gotta think before I say anything.
Right. Right. That's dope. Well, I want to say that as being a part of the family, 54 Sports, you're always part of the family. We are so proud of you, and especially yours truly has seen you grind, and one you was one of the first ones that opened up the arms towards Mark and Will show to allow us to get into that scene. And we became brothers instantly, and just to see you do what you do, man, I'm so proud of you. And this is this is beginning. This is beginning, and you rocking and rolling, man. So I really hope that all these coaches that actually watch the show, watch the show and see that anything can happen if you put that forth that effort. That grind is real. That's why I called it grinding as far as the show. But we're so proud of you, man. We even on the no cap, we always say doing the mileage, how long, hey, we like the mayor, all that stuff like that, man. Because no cap is you the original. You know what I'm saying? You the original with me, with no cap,
Oh, yeah.
brother. So that right there is growing and is taking off. It is eating big time, but it wouldn't have ate without you. And we're so proud of you. And we're gonna come down and watch it. But me, I'm gonna need one of them hats. I don't know who the hell I need to talk to, but I'm gonna need one of them hats, bro, for real. This is bull. This is really bull. I'm kind of disappointed. Really, I am. It needs to happen quickly. Midway, it need to happen. I don't know who I need to talk to. DM me. Hey, I'll pay for it to get the sent to me. I don't care. I need to have that. But man, hey, much love to you, my brother, and much respect. And I love when basically, like I said, you're a husband, a father, and a coach. And you're the mayor. 54 Sports, baby. That's what we do. So I want to thank you tonight, man, for joining me without a doubt. And I was looking forward for this, but I wanted to make sure when you was ready to do this. And nothing but greatness is a store upon you. And I love you. So continue to grind.
Love you too, big bro. Thank you for everything, for real, for this platform and just like I said, just watching the growth of that. Because I be tuning in on Thursdays, because I be sure, getting my little notes to see what see what game I need to go to around.
You know how we do. I'm going to holler at you, brother. I love you.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yes, sir. Hey, dreams can happen no matter what, no matter when, no matter what. But you have to work. Period. Prime example. 54 Sports. I'm prime example. Brandon, the mayor, prime example. Put in that work. It can happen. And we're so proud of him and love him. And he continues to will and deal. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. So God bless him. God bless everybody. We'll be back on shortly in about a couple of minutes for the Derby City Show, but the Will Show signing off. And God bless you guys, without a doubt.
It's the what? It's the what? It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Tune in every week. He gonna let you know. It's the what? It's the what? It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. How's everything you wanna know? Keep up everything about sports, so you gon' catch his flow, never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gon' make you even wanna talk. Might even get inspired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy, so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the